Hi guys, in today's video I'll be explaining how to shade realistic hair with pen, and this tutorial is for smooth and coily hair. I'll still post for rough hair, that's for Nigerian guys or people that have rough hair. I'll still post, but watch the end of this video to understand it. First thing you do is to make a rough sketch of the hair you want to draw from your reference photo. So you can also draw from your imagination if you want, but this I really have a reference photo for this, so sketch it first and get the outlines correctly. Okay, this is my reference photo and this tutorial is only for the hair, so we'll be cropping it just for the hair. Okay, I will got it. We are taking this part, okay, only this side. Oh, let's jump into what to do now is to use your pen to create hatching and cross hatching. It's like a normal layering, let it be a base layering of the whole drawing. You first start from there, and since it's a smooth hair, you have to make everything smooth. That's why you need some layers when you are starting first. You also cross hatch the layers. Make sure that the pen that you are using is not blunt. And to avoid mistake, you can see that I'm using my pen to bring out those lines so that when I start shading, I won't cover them completely, and then I will not know what I sketch again. So when you mark them out, you continue with your shading. You shade with hatching and cross hatching. The hatching and cross hatching I mean is this is hatching, creating this line like slant. Then the ones you cross on it is what I call cross hatching. Scribbling is not needed for now. Not needed here at all. Not needed. This is hair. Although if you want to use scribbling is tiny circles. Scribbling you will use it will be a very dark side. But in the drawing you make it light like this. When you are doing the hatching and cross hatching, you make it light like this. Get back to the drawing. You shade when you are done with the hatching and cross hatching. Look at the reference photo you are making and know the part that is too dark and the part that is too light. Since I'm using a reference photo, I'll be looking at it more often every time so that I will not make mistake. If you are also drawing from your imagination, you already have a picture in your mind, so you know what to draw. For the dark side, I go first for the dark side so that it will be easy for me to blend. At this stage, when you are creating the dark side, it doesn't matter any angle or any direction you make. After you have creating the base layer for the drawing for the hair, the first layer you created, so make this side darker first, then you can blend. You can make the parts that should be darker, you make them darker first so that you will not make mistake when you are blending or when you are drawing the coils in the reference photo that you are making. Choose any direction you wish to shade when making it dark, just that you have to be careful so that it will be smooth. You know it is a smooth hair and it is coily, so try everything, though with the darkness, try everything to make it also smooth. Use your pen and follow those lines one after the other, like those places that are more darker, those lines you see there, follow them one after the other. And that is something I always do in all my videos when I'm drawing. When I think that I'm not comfortable with a particular position when I'm drawing, I will flip the drawing just to get what I want. And I want you to buy that idea. Change the position of the drawing anyhow you want until you get what you want. No one is rushing you, just take your time until you get what you want. You know it's a hair, and all these ladies, their hair are smooth and they are tiny, so you are bringing the lines together close to each other, and there are whiter parts and there are darker parts. That's, you have to be careful with it. Just follow the lines. and you can only achieve that by looking at the reference picture you are making. Always look at that picture. It will give you a guide on what you are doing or what you are drawing. The lighter part of the hair, the places that the lines, follow the lines. The places that are thicker, the places that are more lighter, the places that has white, that looks like it has white. Take your time to do it. So do you know why I keep paper on top of the dark side of that drawing? It is because I shaded that side freshly, and since it's fresh, if I use my hand to shade it like that, I will attract the ink. I will attract ink into my hand, and when I'll be shading maybe a light part, maybe a side that should be light, I'll make it dark. Take note of this, it really spoils work. As we were saying, you draw the lines one after the other, and make sure you are following the picture you are drawing. Really important. Although at this stage I'm not really looking at the picture I'm drawing because I already know how the curves are. So, and this side that I made dark, it is not that I made hatching and cross hatching there, doesn't mean that I will not shade that direction of the coils. You will shade on top of the coils made to make the work look hyper realistic, because even those dark side has those dark parts, dark line and the white line, so you have to shade that direction of the hair on top of them to get the hyper realistic hair you want. All the processes are still as simple, and if you still don't get it, just drop a comment, like tell me where you are finding difficult. I will help you out. Just tell me the places, let's just interact like the making it a class or any other tutorial you want me to do, because it was one of my students that said I should make this tutorial and I've made it. So maybe any other tutorial you want me to do, or you don't understand this, tell me where you don't understand, I can make another video for you. So the curve lines for the hair you are creating is this. You see how I get my hand when I'm making the curve like this? It's just simple like that. That's what I've been doing since. So we are applying it in the drawing now. It's that simple. Okay, so you apply same thing, but now you are applying a lower pressure, trying to get a tiny hair. Like, the hairs are tiny, they are not bold, something like that. You have to follow it like that. And now try to detail it one after the other. Don't rush anything about this now. You are detailing it one after the other, those dark parts, those lines, those curves. So that's what you'll be doing now, getting those lines, bringing those dark ones out, so that those light ones, like all those spaces you see white that looks like it's a white hair, yeah, I'm bringing those. When you are shading other parts of that hair dark, those other parts that looks white will now pop up, will now be showing. That's how it's been done, nothing else. Okay, now subscribe to this channel, like this video for more tutorials. Like the video, I'll be dropping more tutorials that will help you. Okay, I'm dropping a hack like for penalties. This is what they do. They won't want to tell you. Is the last part of this video. I'll be telling you. So it is what I call the finishing. You will see drawings and they look marvelous, unbelievable that it is pen that it is used to draw it. This is what you do after the drawing to smoothen everywhere. Maybe somewhere that the lines, the hatchings that you created are still showing. This is where you smoothen all of them. You use your hand, you can use tissue, you can use cotton bud, something that does smooth. If you also have brush, you can use. I don't have brush because this pen drawing. Pencil artist does it a lot. Also pen artist needs to also do it to understand. Now subscribe to this channel for more tutorial.